Welcome to Parrot Life. I'm going to be telling you guys an introduction of the parrots I have. And right here on my shoulder is Noah, my 2-year-old Cape Parrot. And I have other parrots in the background, so please disregard the noises because we have a lot of parrots. So, today's video in this channel, I want to present an educational channel to parrots because there can be a lot of rehome parrots, and some people ask me like, what kind of parrot should I get for my first parrot? And I take Noah everywhere with me in the backpack carrier, and I get a lot of questions regarding if he's a good first parrot. So let's talk about that. So I wanted to discuss what is a Cape Parrot and what is a good first parrot choice. So I take Noah everywhere. He is my 2-year-old Cape Parrot, which I love a lot. And I take him to cafes everywhere in a see-through backpack, and I also have a sellotape travel backpack, but we will talk about which carriers to use later on. But for Noah, a lot of people come up to me at a cafe when they see them in a carrier, and they ask me, is he a good first parrot? And when people ask me that, I usually don't tell them where I got my parrot because I don't think he is a good first parrot to have. As you know, he has like this really huge beak that can bite and poke at the same time. So I don't think he's good around kids at all. But I really love his personality. That's why I got him. He is an amazing flyer. They're amazing talkers. And he just knows use of the words of timing. Like, he acts like a human more than a bird, which I really love. And people come up to me to ask me, is this a good first parrot? And I tell them no. My answer is no, but I tell them other recommendations of having budgies or parakeets. It's always good to have smaller birds first because then you get to know what birds are like in the house. Even such a small parrot, there's a lot of high maintenance, and sometimes smaller birds have higher maintenance than bigger macaws, for example. So what is it like to own a Cape Parrot? So a Cape Parrot, when people ask me if this is a good first choice bird, I say no, because these guys are very high maintenance again, unlike macaws. I thought he said something. But these guys require a lot of attention and they have a lot of stamina. I usually fly my birds so they can get out all the energy. I'll talk about free flying in a different video, but first I want an introduction of what kind of parrot is Noah. So Noah, even though he's small, he's very talkative and can be very loud, and he's very good at mimicking. That's what I love about this bird ever. And he acts like more of a human than a parrot. So that's what I really love about him. I feel like the language between us, he really gets it, and the timing of the words he uses, he gets it, if that makes sense. But these guys I don't recommend as a first choice bird because they can be actually pretty loud. That's the first thing. They can mimic really loud. I have other parrots, so that's why Noah, he mimics other birds, such as my galah, and he screams on top of his lungs, this one. So I don't recommend to those who are in an apartment. That's first of all. Second of all, he bites the most out of my parrots. So Cape Parrots, they have a different personality, but especially mine, Noah, he is a male 2-year-old. He bites really hard. And when he was a baby, he never really bite. But he can bite pretty hard, and he pokes at the same time, and he dive bombs you. So that is not fun at all. So to people who have kids, I do not recommend them of this species. Where are Cape Parrots located? They are located in the Eastern Cape hogsbird in Africa, and these guys are endangered, but luckily due to the Cape Parrot Project program, they are trying to increase their numbers and help their wildlife reservation, because due to deforestation, their numbers are getting decreased. So I actually did a fundraiser concert, I think last year, and tried to fundraise amounts for them in order to preserve their wildlife. And you guys can check out the YouTube channel. I'll link it right here. So the coloring of a Cape Parrot is which I really love. I love this 3D color of the green and their little orange socks. And when they're a baby, they have these orange capes, but he lost his and it turned into an orange sock. But females, their orange cap stays. So that's why I really love this parrot, because of its color. The green really pops in the camera or in sunlight especially. But he is a wonderful bird. I love this species. He is similar to an African gray, but African grays have much more different personalities, but mimicking wise, they're both the same. African grays might be better at talking in words, even though he can capture words very good and mimic it. But I love him so much. If you guys have any questions, comment down below. I love to answer any questions regarding about this species or what type of a first bird you should have. But again, disclaimer, not everybody, it's important to not just get a bird just because you want it or it looks pretty. It's a lot of work. And in the next video, I might show his cage setup, because not getting a parrot is important, but also the cage setup and what kind of toys and nutrition they need to get is very important for their long run health. Because these guys can live up really long. Maybe that's a number 3. They can live up to maybe 30 years and plus if they're really healthy in captivity. So, then again, I don't recommend these guys who only one person is living in the house, because I try to never keep him in a cage forever. I feel very bad if he's in a cage. He needs a lot of stamina and a lot of interaction with me or my other family members. So he needs a lot of attention. So to people who want parrots, and some people want to adopt parrots, which I totally understand. And I feel like it's a great way to adopt a parrot too. But you have to realize that, there's some pros and cons of having a parrot, and hopefully I can give you some educational advice on what kind of parrot to get or what kind of species is Noah in. Thank you guys for watching our YouTube channel, and see you in the next video.